Hey guys, welcome to Protein Treats with Nutracelle, and I am so excited to be here with you because we are making all of the yummy fried things today. So I'm going to show you how to make deep fried onion rings, how to make deep fried healthy French fries, and how to make deep fried little chippies. So let's get started. Okay, this recipe is so easy. All you're going to need is half a cup of egg whites and half a cup of milk. So I'm using an unsweetened coconut milk. You could use soy or almond milk. And I have a generous half a cup of Parmesan cheese. And I'm gonna go ahead and use 4 scoops of natural Nutritional. I'm gonna put 2 scoops into its own bowl, and I'm gonna mix 2 scoops of the natural Nutritional right in with the Parmesan. And then I've got whatever herbs I like. So in my case, I have a little bit of jalapeno, I have some garlic, I have some all sorts of just yummy little dried herbs here. So I'm gonna dump those right into my Parmesan cheese, and then I'm gonna add 2 scoops to that of the natural Nutritional. So 1 and 2. And you can be a little bit generous with your scoops, don't worry. And then I'm gonna put 2 more scoops over here. Now you can cut this recipe in half if you're gonna cook less things, but because we're doing a whole bunch, I've really doubled this recipe. So I'm gonna put my 2nd scoop here of the natural Nutritional. And then all I'm going to do is take my milk and I'm gonna pour it just like that right into my egg white. So I'm gonna take my dry ingredients here, the Parmesan and the natural Nutritional, and I'm just gonna make sure that I get it mixed nice and even. If you have any little parts that need to be broken up, make sure you get it so that it will dust really nicely on your vegetables. And then I'm just gonna do the same with the natural Nutritional on this side. So you're gonna have really 3 stations. You're gonna have your wet station, you're gonna have your first dry station that is just natural Nutritional, and then you're gonna have your station that has your cheese, your herbs, and your natural Nutritional. And you're gonna double do it. So you're gonna do it twice. And I'll show you, you'll follow along with me and I'll show you how easy this is. And then we're gonna put everything in our deep fryer. And I'll show you when we're doing the deep fryer how to use really healthy oils when you deep fry your veggies. And I should have mentioned, we're gonna start with our onion rings. I am keeping my onion rings in water. They're sitting in water so they don't dry out. It's gonna make for a nicer onion ring. So I'm gonna take the first onion ring here and I'm gonna dip it in my egg white and milk. And then I'm gonna tap that off and I'm gonna dip it in my first bowl, which has just the natural Nutritional. Make sure it's covered pretty well. Tap it off. And then I'm gonna dip that back again in my milk solution. And then I'm gonna dip it in the Nutritional with the cheese. Just like that. And now I'm gonna set this onto my parchment paper. And just keep repeating, make sure that you double dip. That's what's going to give you the really nice coating that will stand up when you're deep frying. So to do your French fries is gonna be exactly the same thing. Now what I've taken is zucchini, and I've julienne the zucchini so that it looks like little French fries, and I'm gonna do exactly the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead, dip it in my milk, then I'm gonna dip it in my natural Nutritional, then I'm gonna dip it back in my milk again, and then into my milk and cheese, or into my Nutritional and cheese mixture. Tap it off, and there you go. You have a nice coated little French fry. And the same thing with the chips. So I have my zucchini that I've cut up. I'm gonna dip it in the milk, dip it into my natural Nutritional so it's just nice and lightly coated. Tap it off, dip it back into the milk, and then back into my mixture with the herbs. Tap that off and put it on my parchment paper. And you just repeat that until you're done, and then I'll show you how easy it is to deep fry these, whether you have a machine or whether you're gonna do it like we are on the stovetop. All right, so I have a special little guest with me today. This is my youngest, my son Rain, and he just got back from judo, and he's here to taste test our yummy deep fried treats that we made today. So we've got our onion rings, we've got our chips, and we've got our deep fried French fries here, all done with Nutritional. So hey bud, how you doing?
Good.
Good? You love onion rings, don't you? You're gonna dip some, you're gonna put some in the ketchup? How does it taste? What do you think?
It's the best onion rings I've ever had.
Well, I'm glad you like them. I think I might have a little taste test too. You guys are gonna feel like you're cheating. These are so good, so easy to do, and they're so healthy for you. You can actually serve healthy onion rings and healthy French fries to your family. All right, make sure you subscribe, and I would love to hear your comments below. How are you doing there, bud? Are you eating them all? All right, thanks everybody, and we'll see you next week.